But I've also got some really fabulous stuff about Ed Leedskalnin.
Oh, yes.
From Coral Castle, I have original 16 millimeter footage of him at the site, not working, but definitely visiting, and 8.5 by 11 black and white pictures that he took with a Brownie camera and the original selfies. and then there's a gentleman named James Ernest Brown who wrote a book called Electric Ancient Egyptians, and he deciphered what Leedskalnin did. So part of the footage is of Coral Castle and explaining how he was able to move these megalithic stones, some stones taller than Stonehenge, some stones bigger than in the Great Pyramid, and he moved them by himself, cut them, placed them, and then took the whole thing and got it onto a flatbed truck and moved it to another location and unloaded the truck by himself. So he was, he really understood the secrets of anti-gravity and how to make work with he said if there was a word, I have his notes, and there's a typed out from an original typewriter manuscript, and somehow James has let me have this stuff, which is tremendous. And he said if there was a word called magnicity, he would be happy with it. But even what we say about electricity and magnetism isn't complete, and that's why we can't figure things out. That's one of the things we can't figure out. But they have to work in the context of each other. And so then James is looking at frescoes in Egypt and comparing them to what Leedskalnin was doing. And I say he's cracked the case.
Wow. So Leedskalnin, to me, the two most modern, fascinating people have got to be Leedskalnin and Nikola Tesla. And somehow these two guys were somehow able to figure out something. And wasn't it Leedskalnin who said that he knew how they built the pyramids in Egypt?
Well,
something like that.
Because he always worked in secret and at night, mostly at night, alone. Maybe not in secret, but alone. Many people said that he understood how the pyramids were built in order to apply that technology to his coral castle. He could have said that. I didn't see that in any of the notes.
Yeah, because people, apparently there's legend of him, you probably know this, of kids talking or say they secretly saw him in the middle of the night moving these huge blocks like balloons and things like that. It seems to me, I mean, it doesn't, his size is sort of irrelevant to me because they say he was about 5 feet tall and I don't know, 120 pounds or something like that. But, even if he was 7 feet tall and 250 pounds, he's not moving, 20, 30 ton block stones by himself. Doesn't matter how tall you are. So, but his size does go to show that, he was doing something fascinating. But I suspect, I think it's weird. I kind of have this idea that, I read this book a while back by Carolyn Mace, I think you could say her name, called Sacred Contracts. And she talks about how when we come into this life, we drink from the river of forgetfulness. So we forget everything that we knew prior to coming into our current incarnation. And I wonder if it's possible. Why can't there be more people like Ed Leedskalnin or Nikola Tesla